I'm on it.
You're okay. If the screen's any indication, you're okay.
Tell your piteous heart there's no harm done.
Oh, woe the day.
No harm. I have done nothing but in care of thee, my dear one, thee, my daughter. Who art ignorant of what thou art, not knowing from whence I am, nor that I am more better than Prospero, master of a full poor cell, and thy no greater father. 'Tis time I should inform thee farther. Lend thy hand and pluck my magic garment from me. So, lie there, my art. Wipe thou thine eyes. Have comfort. The direful spectacle of the wreck which touched the very virtue of compassion in thee, I have so safely ordered that there is no soul, not so perdition as an air fitted to any creature on the vessel which thou heardest cry, which thou sawest sink. 12 years since, Miranda, 12 years since, thy father was the Duke of Milan and a prince of power.
Oh, the heavens! By what foul play had we come from thence? Or was it blessed that we did?
Both. Both, my girl. By foul play, as thou sayest, were we heaped thence, but blessedly hope thither. My brother and thy uncle, called Antonio, I pray thee, mark me, that a brother should be so perfidious, he whom next thyself of all the world I loved, and to him put the manage of my state, and to my state whose stranger, being transported and wrapped in secret study, thy false uncle. Dost thou attend me?
Oh, good sir, I do.
I pray thee, mark me. I, thus neglecting worldly ends, all dedicated to closeness and the bettering of my mind, he being thus lorded like one who, having into truth by telling of it, made such a sinner of his memory to credit his own lie, he did believe he was indeed the Duke. Dost thou hear?
Your tale, sir, would cure deafness.
To have no screen this part he played in him, he played it for, he needs will be absolute villain. Me, poor man. My library was dukedom large enough. The King of Naples, being an enemy to me inveterate, hearkens my brother's suit, which was that he should presently extirpate me and mine out of the dukedom and confer fair Milan with all the honors on my brother. In few, they hurried us aboard a bark, bore us some leagues to sea, where they prepared a rotten carcass of a boat. There they hoist us, to cry to the sea that roars to us, to sigh to the winds whose pity sighing back again did us but loving wrong.
How came we ashore?
By providence divine, some food we had, and some fresh water that a noble Neapolitan Gonzalo gave. And knowing that I loved my books, he furnished me from mine own library with volumes that I prize above my domain. Here, in this island we arrived.
And thank heaven for it. But now I pray you, sir, for still 'tis beating in my mind your reason for raising this sea storm.
By accident most strange, bountiful fortune now, my dear lady, hath mine enemies brought to this shore. Here, cease more questions. Thou art inclined to sleep. 'Tis a good dullness and giving way. I know thou canst not. Come away, servant, come. I am ready now. Approach my Ariel. Come.
All hail, great master. Grave sir, hail. I come to answer thy best pleasure. Be it to fly, to swim, to dive into the fires, to ride on curled clouds. I boarded the king's ship, now in the waist, the beak, the deck. In every cabin I flamed amazement. The fire and cracks of sulphur is roaring. The most mighty Neptune did seem to besiege and make his bold waves tremble. Yea, his dread trident shake.
My brave spirit.
All the mariners plunged into the foaming brine and quit the vessel. Then, all afire with me, the king's son Ferdinand, with hair up staring. My greaves, not hair, was the first man who leaped, crying, hell is empty, and all the devils are here.
But are the Ariels safe?
Not a hair perished. On their garments, not a blemish. King's son have I landed by himself, whom I left cooling of the air with his sobs, in an odd angle of the isle, his arms in this sad knot.
Ariel, thy charge exactly is performed, but there's more work.
Is there more toil?
How now? Moody, what is thou canst demand?
My liberty!
Jesus, for the time be out. No more. Dost thou forget from what a torment I did free thee?
No, sir.
Thou dost think it much to dread the use of the salt deep. Ride upon the sharp winds of the north, to do me business in the veins of the earth when it is baked with frost.
I do not, sir.
Thou liest, malignant thing. Hast thou forgot the fall which Sycorax, who with age and envy was grown into a hoop?
No, sir.
I must once in a month recount what thou hast been which thou forgetst. This damned witch Sycorax, for mischiefs manifold and sorceries terrible, was banished. Is this not true?
Aye, sir.
This blue-eyed hag was hither brought with child, and here was left by the sailors. Thou, my slave, as thou reportst thyself, was then her servant. She did confine thee in her most unmitigable rage into a cloven pine, within which rift imprisoned thou didst painfully remain a dozen years, within which space she died and left thee there, where thou didst vent thy groans as fast as mill wheels strike. Then was this island, save for the sun that she did litter here, a freckled, whelp-hagged born, not honored with a human shape.
Aye. Caliban, her son.
It was mine art, when I arrived and heard thee, that made gape the pine and let thee out.
I thank thee, master.
If thou more murmurst, I will rend an oak and peg thee in his naughty entrails till thou hast hauled away 12 winters.
Oh, pardon, master. Pardon. The strangeness of your story has put a heaviness in me.
Shake it off. Come on. We'll visit Caliban, my slave, who never yields us kind answer.
Oh, sir, he is a villain I do not love to look on.
What ho! Slave, Caliban, thou earth, thou speak. There's wood enough within. Thou poisonous slave, got by the devil himself upon thy wicked dam, come forth.
As wicked do as ere my mother brushed with raven's feather from an ocean fin. Drop on you both! The southwest blow on you and blister you all over!
For this, be sure tonight thou shalt have cramps. Thou shalt be pinched as thick as honeycomb, each pinch more stinging than bees that made him.
This island's mine! By Sycorax, my mother, which thou takest from me. When thou camest first, thou strengthenest me, and madest much of me. But give me water with berries in it, and teach me how to name the bigger light and how the less that burn by day and night. And then I loved thee, and showed thee all the qualities of the island. The fresh springs, the brine pits, the barren place and fertile. Cursed be I that did so. All the charms of Sycorax, toads, beetles, bats, light on you. For I am all the subjects that you have. The first was mine own king.
Thou most lying slave, whose stripes may move, not kindness. I have used thee with human care, filth as thou art, and lodged thee in mine own cell, till thou didst seek to violate the honor of my child.
Would it been done? Thou didst prevent me. I had people else this island, Caliban!
Ah, horrid slave, a thing most brutish. I endowed thy purposes with words that made them known. But thy vile race, though thou didst learn, had that in it which good natures could not abide to be with. Therefore wast thou deservedly confined into this rock, who had deserved more than a prison.
You taught me language. My profit on it is, I know how to curse!
Hags thee hence! Fetch us in fuel and be quick thou best. If thou neglectst or dost unwillingly what I command, I'll rack thee with old cramps, fill all thy bones with aches, make thee roar that beasts shall tremble at thy din.
Pray thee, no.
So slave hence!
Where should this music be? In the air or the earth? It sounds no more. Sure, it waits upon some god of the island. The ditty does remember my drowned father.
The frigid curtains of thine eye advance, and say what thou seest yon.
What is it? Spirit?
has such senses as we have.
Such.
This gallant, which thou seest, was in the wreck. But he's something stained with grief that's beauty's canker. Thou must call him a goodly person. He hath lost his friends, and strays about to find them.
I might call him a thing divine, for nothing natural I ever saw so noble.
Surely the maid on whom these airs attend, vouchsafe my prayer, may know if you remain upon this island. My prime request, which I do now pronounce, is, oh, you wonder if you be maid or no.
No wonder, sir, but certainly a maid.
My language. Heavens! I am the best of them that speak this speech, were I but where 'tis spoken.
How the best? What wert thou if the King of Naples heard thee?
A single thing as I am now, that wonders to hear thee speak of Naples. He does hear me, and that he does, I weep. Myself am Naples, whom with mine eyes, ne'er since at ebb, beheld the king, my father, wrecked.
Alack for mercy.
Yes, and all his lords, and the Duke of Milan and his brave son being twain.
The Duke of Milan and his more braver daughter could control thee if now 'twere fit to do it. A word, good sir. I fear you have done yourself some wrong. A word.
Why speak my father so ungently? This is the third man that I e'er saw, the first that I e'er sighed for. Pity strive my father to be inclined my way.
Oh, if a virgin and your affection not gone forth, I'll make you the Queen of Naples.
They are both in Ivan's powers. But this with business I must uneasy make, lest too light winning make the prize light. One word more. I charge thee that thou attend thee. Thou dost here usurp the name thou owest not, and hast put thyself upon this island as a spy to win it from me, the Lord on't.
No, as I am a man.
There's nothing ill can dwell in such a temple. If the ill spirit have so fair a house, only good things will strive to dwell within it.
Follow me. Speak not you for him, he's a traitor. Come, I'll manacle thy neck and feet together. Sea water shalt thou drink. Thy food shall be the fresh mussels, withered roots and husks within the acorn cradled. Follow.
No, I will resist such entertainment until my enemy has more.
Oh, dear father, make not too rash a trial of him, for he is gentle, not fearful.
What I say? My foot, my tutor. Put up thy sword, traitor. Makes a show, but darest not strike. Thy conscience is so possessed with guilt. I can here disarm thee with this stick and make thy weapon drop.
Beseech you, father.
What an advocate for an impostor! Hush! Thou thinkst there are no more such shapes as he, having seen but him and Caliban. Foolish wench! To the most of men this is a Caliban, and they to him are angels.
My affections are then most humble. I have no ambition to see a goodlier man.
Come on, obey. Thy nerves are in their infancy and have no vigor in them.
So they are. My spirits, as in a dream, are all bound up. But might I through this prison but once a day view this maid, all corners else of the earth let liberty make use of. Room and I, enough have I in such a prison.
It works. Come on, follow me.
Be of comfort. My father's of a better nature than he appears by speech.
Come, follow. Speak not for him.
Be merry. You have causes, have we all, for our escape is much beyond our Lord.
Prithee, peace.
He receives comfort like cold porridge.
The visitor will not win him or so.
Look, he's winding up the watch of his whip. By and by it will strike.
When every grief is visited and turns to sorrow,
A dollar.
dolor indeed comes to him. You have spoken wiser than you imagine.
You have taken it wiselier than I meant you should.
I prithee, spare.
Well, I have done.
You will be talking.
Hey, this is not much.
But yes, if these garments, being as they were drenched in the sea, hold now their freshness and their glosses, being Robert new dyed and stained fresh in salt water, methinks our garments are now as fresh as when we first put them on in Africa at the wedding of the daughter Clarabelle to the king of Tunis.
And the rarest that e'er came there.
Cram these words into my ears against the stomach of my sense. Would I had never married my daughter there, for coming hence, I've lost my son, O thou, mine heir of Naples the queen. What strange fish hast made his meal on thee?
Sir, he may live. I saw him beat the surges under him and ride upon their back. He trod the water above the contingent waves he kept, and with lusty stroke he went to the shore.
No, he's gone.
It is foul weather and it's all good, sir, when you are cloudy.
Foul weather?
Very foul.
Had I plantation of this isle, my lord,
Ah, he'd sow it with nettle seed.
and with a king on it, what would I do?
Escape being drunk for want of wine.
In the commonwealth, I would by contraries execute all things. For no kind of traffic would I admit, no name of magistrate. Letters should not be known, riches, poverty, and use of service, none. No use of metal, corn, wine, or oil. No occupation. All men idle, all, and women too, and yet innocent and pure.
Yet he would be king on it.
All things in common nature should produce without sweat or endeavor. Treason, felony, sword, pipe, knife, gun, nor any engine would I not have. But nature should bring forth of its own kind all fortune, all abundant, to feed my innocent people.
No marrying among his subjects?
None, man. All idle. Whores and knaves. Whores and knaves.
I would with sex perfection, girl, govern, sir, to excel the golden age.
God save his majesty.
Long live Gonzalo.
You are gentlemen of brave metal. You would take the moon out of its sphere if it could hinder you 5 years longer. When you last me to sleep, I am weary.
So soon asleep. I wish mine eyes would with themselves shut up my thoughts. I feel they are inclined to do so. Sleeping.
I find not myself disposed to sleep.
Nor I. My spirits are nimble. Oh, what might? No, more. My strong imagination sees a crown dropping upon thy head.
What? Art thou waking?
Do you not hear me speak?
Oh, I do. And truly it is a sleepy language, and thou speakest out of your sleep. What is it that you say? It's a strange repose to be asleep with eyes wide open, and standing, speaking, moving, and yet so fast asleep.
Noble Sebastian, thou lettest thy fortune sleep. Die,
Thou dost snore distinctly. There's meaning in thy snores. I'm standing water.
I'll teach you how to flow.
Oh, do so. To ebb, hereditary sloth instructs me.
Although this lord of weak remembrance, this, professes to persuade the king his son's alive, it's impossible that he's undrowned. Will you grant with me that Ferdinand is drowned?
He's gone.
Then tell me, who's next Queen of Naples?
Clarabelle.
She that is Queen of Tunis. She that dwells 10 leagues beyond man's life. She that from Naples can have no note unless the sun were post. The man in the moon's too slow.
'Tis true, my brother's daughter's Queen of Tunis. So is she heir to Naples. 'Twixt which regions there is some space.
Say this were death that now has seized them. Why, they were no worse than how they are. There be that can rule Naples as well as he that sleeps. Lords that can prate as amply and unnecessarily as this Gonzalo. I myself could make a chuff of as deep chat.
I remember you did supplant your brother Prospero.
True. Look how well my garments sit upon me. Here lies your brother, no better than the earth he lies upon. If he were that which now he's like, that's dead. Whom I, with this obedient steel, 3 inches of it can lay to bed forever, whilst you, to the perpetual wait for I might put this ancient morsel, this Sir Prudence who should not upbraid our course. For all the rest, they'll take suggestion as a cat laps milk.
Thy case, dear friend, shall be my precedent. As thou godst will, and I'll come by Naples.
While you here do snoring lie, open-eyed conspiracy, his time doth take. If of life you keep a care, shake off slumber and beware. Awake, awake.
Draw thy sword.
Good heaven, save the king!
What? No, how now? Why are you drawn?
Well, whilst we stood here securing your repose, even now there was a hollow burst of bellowing, like bulls or rather lions. Did not wake you?
I heard nothing. Heard you this, Gonzalo?
Sure, I heard a murmur.
Lead off this ground and let us further search for my poor son. That the sun sucks up from dogs' fins flats on prosper fall and making by inch meal a disease. His spirits hear me, and yet I needs must curse. For every trifler they set upon me, sometimes like apes that mow and chatter at me, and after like hedgehogs that lie tumbling in my barefoot way and melt their pricks in my football. Lo, now, lo. Here comes a spirit of his, and to torment me for bringing wood in slowly. I'll fall flat. Perchance he will not mind.
Neither bush nor shrub to bear off any weather at all, and another storm is brewing. What have we here? A man or a fish? Dead or alive? A fish. Oh, smells like a fish. A very ancient and fish-like smell. Were I in England now, This monster would make for a man. Any strange beast there makes for a man, where they will not give a doit to relieve a lame beggar. They will lay out 10 to see a dead Indian. Leg like a man, and his fins like arms. Warm am I trod. This is, I do not hold my opinion. Hold it no longer. This is no fish, but an islander, who hath suffered lately from a thunderstorm. My best way is to creep under his gabardine. Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows.
I shall no more to see, there will I die. This is a very strange tune to sing at a man's funeral. Well, here's my comfort.
The spirit torments me. Oh.
What have we here? Have we devils? Do you put tricks upon us with savages and men from Ind, huh? I have not 'scaped drowning to be afeard now of your 4 legs. This is some monster of the isle with 4 legs, who hath got, as I take it, an ague. Where the devil should he learn our language? I will give him some relief.
Oh, do not torment me, prithee. I'll bring my wood home faster.
He's in his fit now, and does not talk after the wisest. He shall taste of my bottle. Come on your ways, open your mouth. Here is that which will give you language, cat. This will shake your shaking, I can tell you.
I should know that voice. But he is drowned, and these are devils. Oh, defend me.
4 legs and 2 voices. A most delicate monster. His forward voice now is to speak well of his friend. His backward voice is to utter foul speeches and detract. If all the wine in my bottle will recover him, I will help his ague. Come. Amen. I will pour some in his other mouth. Doth thy other mouth call me? Mercy, mercy, this is a devil and no monster. I will leave him. I have no long spoon.
Stefano, if thou beest Stefano, touch me, speak to me. For I am Trinculo. Do not be afeard, thy good friend Trinculo.
If thou beest Trinculo, come forth. I'll pull thee by the lesser legs. If any of these legs be Trinculos, these are they. Thou art very Trinculo indeed. How camest thou to be the siege of this moon calf? Had he bent Trinculos?
I took him to be killed by a thunderstroke. But Stefano, Stefano, art thou now drowned? I hope thou art not drowned.
Prithee, do not turn me about. My stomach is not constant.
These are fine things, and if they be not sprites. That's a brave god, and bears celestial liquor. I will kneel to him. I'll swear upon that bottle to be thy true subject, for the liquor's not earthly.
Here, swear then how thou escapedst.
I swum ashore like a duck. I can swim like a duck. But Stefano, hast any more of this?
The whole butt, man. My cellar is in a rock by the seaside where all my wine is hid. How now, Mooncalf? How does thine ague?
Hast thou not dropped from heaven?
Out of the moon, I do assure thee, I was the man of the moon when time was.
By this good light, this is a very shallow monster. I have feared of him a weak monster, the man in the moon. A most poor credulous monster.
I'll show thee every fertile inch of the island, and I will kiss thy foot. I prithee, be my God.
Come on then, down and swear.
I'll show thee the best spring. I'll pluck thee berries. I'll fish for thee and get thee wood enough. A plague upon the tyrant that I serve. I'll bear him no more sticks, but follow thee, thou wondrous man.
A most ridiculous monster, to make a wonder of a poor drunkard.
I prithee now, lead the way without any more talking. Trinculo, the king and all our company else being drowned, we will inherit here. Bear my bottle. Fellow Trinculo, we'll fill him again before long.
Farewell, master. Farewell, farewell. No more dams I'll make for fish, nor fetch faring at requiring, nor scrape treasure, nor wash dish. Pan, ban, cacao bands. God on you, master. Get on you, man. Freedom. Heyday. Heyday. Freedom, freedom. Heyday, freedom.
A howling monster, a drunken monster.
A brave monster, lead the way.
This, my mean task, would be as heavy to me as odious. But the mistress whom I serve quickens what's dead and makes my labors pleasure. Oh, she is 10 times as gentle as her father is crabbed, and he is composed of harshness. Some thousands of these logs I must pile up upon a soaring junction. My mistress weeps when she sees me work, and says such baseness had never liked executor.
Alas, no. Pray you, work not so hard. I would the lightning had burnt those logs. Pray, set them down and rest you. If you'll sit down, I'll carry your logs. I'll carry it to the pile.
No, precious creature, I would rather crack my sinews and break my back than you should such dishonor undergo while I sit lazy by.
Poor worm, thou art infected. This
You look-
visitation shows it.
You look wearily.
No, noble mistress, 'tis fresh morning with me when you are by at night. Chiefly that I might set it in my prayers. What is your name?
Miranda. Oh, my father, I have broke your hest to say so.
Admired Miranda. Indeed, the top of admiration. What's dearest to the world. I am in my condition, Miranda, a prince. I do think a king. Hear my soul speak. The very instant that I saw you did my heart fly to your service, and there it resides to make me slave to it. It is for your sake that I am this patient logman.
Do you love me?
Oh, heaven, oh, earth, I do love, prize, and honor you.
I am a fool to weep at what I am glad of.
Fair encounter of two most rare affections, heaven's rain grace on that which stands between them.
Wherefore weep you?
At mine unworthiness, that dare not offer what I desire to give, and much less take what I should die to want. Hence, bashful, cunning, I am your wife if you will marry me. If not, I'll die your maid.
My mistress, dearest, and I thus humble am.
My husband then?
I, with a heart as willing of bondage, heir of freedom, here is my hand.
And my hand with my heart in it. And now, farewell for half an hour hence.
1,000,000. My man Monster has drowned his tongue in sack. By this light, thou shalt be my lieutenant, or else my standard. How goes thine ague?
How dost thine honor? Let me lick thy shoe. I'll not serve him. He's not valiant.
Thou liest, most ignorant monster. I am in case to justle a constable.
Oh, how he mocks me. Wilt thou let him, my lord?
Trinculo, keep a good tongue in thy head. The monster is my subject, and he shall not suffer indignity.
As I told thee before, I am subject to a tyrant, a sorcerer, that by his cunning has cheated me of the island.
Thou liest.
If thou... Thou liest, thou jesting monkey, thou! I would my valiant master would destroy thee. I do not lie.
Trinculo, if you trouble him any more in his tale, by this hand I will supplant some of thy teeth.
I said nothing.
All right then, Mum, proceed.
I say by sorcery he got this isle, from me he got it. If thy greatness will revenge it upon him, for I know thou darest, yea, my lord, I'll yield thee him asleep, where thou mayest knock a nail into his head. 'Tis a custom with him in the afternoon to sleep. There thou mayest braid him, or, having seized his bucks, with a log, batter his skull, or punch him with a stake, or cut his weasand with thy knife. That most deeply to consider is the beauty of his daughter.
Ah, is it so brave a lass?
Aye, lord, she will become thy bed, I warrant, and bring thee forth brave brood.
Monster, I will kill this man. His daughter and I will be king and queen. Save our graces. Dost thou, Trinculo, like the pot? Like the plot, the plan?
Excellent.
Give me thy hand. I am sorry I berated thee, but while thou livest, keep a good tongue in thy head.
Within this half hour will he be asleep. Wilt thou destroy him then?
Aye, on my honor.
This will I tell my master.
Be not afeard. The isle is full of noises, sounds and sweet airs that give delight and hurt not. Sometimes 1,000 twangling instruments will hum about mine ears, and sometimes voices that, if I then had waked after long sleep, will make me sleep again. And then, in dreaming, the clouds methought would open and show riches ready to drop upon me, that when I wake, I cry to dream again.
This will prove a brave kingdom to me, where I shall have my music for nothing.
When Prospero is destroyed.
That shall be by and by. I remember the story.
The sound is going away. Let's follow it, and after do our work.
Lead, monster, we'll follow.
My leggings, sir. I can go no further.
Oh, Lord, I cannot blame thee. Come, sit here and rest. Even here I will put off all hope. He is drowned, and the sea mocks our frustrate search on land. Well, let him go.
I am right glad he's so out of hope. Do not forego the purpose that you resolve to effect.
Next advantage we will take thoroughly.
What harmony is this? What defends heart?
What precious music!
This is beautiful.
There are unicorns, and in Arabia there is one tree, a phoenix throne, one phoenix at this hour reigning there.
I believe both, and what does else want credit come to me, and I'll be sworn 'tis true. Travelers ne'er did lie, though fools at home condemn them.
They vanished suddenly.
No matter, since they have left their viands behind. We have stomachs. Will please thou taste of what is here?
Not I.
You have no fear, need not fear.
I will stand to and feed. But no matter, the best is past. Come and stand to and feed as we.
Men of sin, whom destiny that hath to instrument this lower world and what is in it, the never surfeited sea, hath caused to belch of you. And on this island, where man doth not inhabit, you being amongst men most unfit to live. You fools, mucked-at stags kill the still closing waters. If your swords could hurt, they are now too massy for your strengths, and will not be uplifted. You three from Millen did supplant good Prospero, him and his innocent child, for which foul deed the powers delaying, not forgetting, have incensed the seas, shores, yea, all the creatures, against your peace. Be of thy son, Alonso, they have bereft.
Wonders here.
Oh, monstrous, monstrous! Methought the billows spoke and told me of it. The winds did sing it to me. And the thunder, that deep and dreadful organ pipe, pronounced the name of Prosper. It did base my trespass. Therefore my son in the ooze is bedded, and I'll seek him deeper than e'er plummet sounded, and with him there lie bedded.
If I have too austerely punished you, your compensation makes amends. All thy vexation, or but my trials of thy love, and thou hast strained stood the best. Here afore heaven I ratified this my rich gift. Sit then and talk with her. She is thine own. Look thou be true. Do not give dalliance too much the rein. The strongest oaths are straw to the fire and the blood. Be more abstemious, or else good night your vow.
I warrant you, sir, the cold white snow upon my heart does abate the ardor of my liver.
Well. Now come, my Ariel.
Let me live here ever, so rare a wondered father and a wife makes this place paradise.
at the foul conspiracy of the beast Caliban and his confederates against my life. The minute of their plot is almost come. Well done! Avoid! No more!
This is strange. Your father is in some passion.
You look, my son, in a mood sort as though you were dismayed. Be cheerful, sir. Our revels now are ended. These are actors, as I foretold you, for all spirits, and are melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, yea, all which it inherits shall dissolve. And like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is drowned with a sleep. Sir, I am vexed. If you be pleased, return to my cell and there repose. A turn or two I'll walk, to still my beating mind, to still my beating mind.
We wish your peace.
Ariel, come.
Thy thoughts I cleave to. What's thy pleasure?
Spirit, we must prepare to meet with Caliban.
I told you, sir. They were red hot with drinking, so full of valor that they smote the air for breathing in their faces, beat the ground for kissing of their feet, yet always bending toward their projects. Then I beat my tabor, at which, like unbacked colts, they pricked their ears, advanced their eyelids, lifted up their noses as they smelt music. So I charmed their ears, that calf-like they my lowing followed through sharp furzes, pricked thorns, pricking goss and furs, which entered their frail shins. At last I left them in the filthy mantled pool beyond your cell, up to their necks, drinking, in the ill-fouled water that stunk their feet.
This was well done, my bird. Thy shape invisible, retain thou still. The trumpery in my house, go bring it hither for stale to catch these thieves.
I go.
Pray you, tread softly, that a blind mole may not hear a footfall. We now are near a cell.
Monster, your fairy, which you said was a harmless fairy, has done little but play the jack with us.
Monster, I do smell all horse piss, which has put my nose in deep indignation. I but to lose our bottles in the pool.
There is disgrace and dishonor in that, and also an infinite loss.
Prithee, my king, be quiet. Seest thou here, this is the mouth of the cell. No noise, and enter. Do that good mischief which may make this island thine own forever, and I thy Caliban, for I thy footlicker.
Give me thy hand. I do begin to have bloody thoughts.
O King Stefano, O peer, O worthy Stefano, look what a wardrobe is here for thee.
Trinculo, put off that gown. I'll have that gown by this hand.
The dropsy drowned this fool. What do you mean to dote us on such luggage? Let's alone and do the murder first. If he awake from toe to crown, he'll fill our skins with pitches.
Monster, come, put some lime on your fingers. And away with the rest.
Oh, none of it. We shall lose our time, and it'll all be changed to gargles or to apes with Ford's villainous love.
They roar!
Let them be hunted soundly. At this hour lie at my mercy all mine enemies. Shortly shall all my labors end, and thou shalt have the errant freedom. For a little, follow my commands and do me service. Now does my project gather to a head. My charms pack not, my spirits obey, and time goes upright with his carriage. Say, my spirit, how fares the king and his followers?
The king and his men abide, all three, distracted. The good old Lord Gonzalez, his drops have run down his beard like winter's drops from reeds of eaves. Your charm so strongly works them, sir, that if you were to see them now, your affections would become most tender.
Dost thou think so, spirit?
Mine would, were I human, sir.
And mine shall. Hast thou, which art but air, a touch of feeling of their afflictions? Shall not myself be kindlier moved than thou art? They being penitent, my charms I'll break. Their senses I'll restore, and they shall be themselves.
I'll fetch them, sir.
Ye elves of hills, brooks, standing lakes and groves, by whose aid, weak masters though ye be, I have bedimmed the noontide sun, called forth the mutinous wave, twixt the green sea and the azured vault, set roaring war, to the dread rattling thunder have I given fire, and rifted Jove's stout oak with his own bolt. The strong base promontory have I made shake, and by the spurs plucked up the pine and cedar. Graves at my command have waked their sleepers, hope and led him forth by my silk farm. But this rough magic I here abjure. And when I have required some heavenly music, which even now I do to work mine end upon their senses, that this very charm is for, I'll break my staff, bury it certain fathoms in the earth, and deeper than ever did come its sound, I'll drown my book. I will discase me and myself present, as I was sometime millen. Quickly, spirit, thou shalt ere long be free.
Oh, Thomas, trouble, wonder, and amazement. Heavens, take us out of this fierce land.
Behold, Sir King, the wronged Duke of Milan, Prospero. For more assurance that a living prince does now speak to thee, I embrace thy body, and to thee and thy company I bid a hearty welcome.
Whether thou beest he or no, for some enchanted trifle to abuse us, my dukedom I resign, and to entreat thee pardon me my wrongs. But how should Prospero be living and be here?
First, noble friend, let me embrace thine age, whose honor cannot be measured or confined.
Whether it be or not be, I don't know.
You do yet taste some subtleties of the Isle that will not let you believe things certain. Welcome, my friends all. For you, most wicked sir, to whom to call brother would even infect my mouth. I do forgive thy rankest fault, all of them, and require my dukedom of thee, which perforce I know thou must restore.
If thou beest Prospero, give us particulars of thy preservation. How thou hast met us here, who 3 hours since were wrecked upon this shore, where I had lost. Oh, how sharp the point of this remembrance is, my dear son Ferdinand. Irreparable is the loss. Patience says she has no cure.
I rather think you have not sought her help, of whose soft grace, for the like loss, I have her sovereign aid and rest myself content.
You the like loss?
As great to me as late, for I have lost my daughter in this last tempest. No more yet of this, for 'tis a chronicle of day by day. Welcome, sir. This cell's my court. Here have I few attendants and subjects, none abroad. Pray you look in. My dukedom, since you have given me again, I will requite it as good a thing. At least bring forth a wonder to content ye as much as me my dukedom.
Sweet Lord, you play me false.
No, my dearest, I would not for the world.
Yes, for a score of kingdoms you would wrangle, and I would call it fair play.
If this prove a vision of the island, one dear son shall I twice lose.
Though the seas threaten, they are merciful. I have cursed them without cause.
Now may the blessings of a glad father compass thee about. Arise and say how thou canst.
Oh, wonder! How many goodly creatures are there here? How beauteous mankind is! Oh, brave new world that has such people in it.
'Tis new to thee.
What is this maid with whom thou wast at play? Is she the goddess that hath severed us and brought us thus together?
Sir, she is mortal, but by immortal providence, she is mine. She is the daughter of this famous Duke of Milan, of whom I have received a second life, and a second father she makes him to me.
I too am hers, but oh, how oddly must it sound that I must ask my child to be here.
There, sir, stop. Let us not burden our remembrance with the heaviness that's gone.
Give me your hands. Let grief and sorrow still embrace his heart that doth not wish you joy.
Wast well done?
Bravely, my diligence, thou shalt be free.
This is as strange a maze as e'er men trod.
Come hither, spirit. Set Caliban and his companions free. Untie the spell.
Every man for all the rest, let no man take care of himself. For it is but fortune. Coraggio, bully monster, coraggio.
If these be true spies I have in my head, what a goodly sight.
Oh, son of us! But these are brave spirits indeed. How fine my master is! I fear he will chastise me.
Ah, what things are these, my lord Antonio? Will money buy him?
fairy-like, and one of them's a plain fish. No doubt marketable.
Mark but the badges of these men, my lords, then say if they be true. This misshapen knave, his mother was a witch, and one so strong that could control the moon, make ebbs and flows. These three have robbed me, and this demi-devil, for he's a bastard one, have plotted with them to take my life. Two of these fellows you must know and own. This thing of darkness, I acknowledge mine.
I shall be pinched to death. Is this not Stefano, my drunken butler?
He is drunk now. Where had he wine? How now, Stefano?
Touch me not. I am not Stefano, but a cramp.
You be king of the Isles, sirrah?
I should have been a sore one then.
And this is as strange a thing as e'er I've seen.
He is as disproportioned in his manners as in his shape. Go, sirrah, to my cell. Take with you your companions, as you look to have my pardon. Trim it handsomely.
Aye, that I will, and I'll be wise hereafter and seek for grace. What a thrice double ass was I, to take this drunkard for a god and to worship this dull fool.
Go to, away.
Hence, and bestow your luggage where you found it.
Or stole it, rather.
Sir, I invite your highness and your train to my poor cell, where you shall take your rest for this one night, and in the morn I'll bring you to your ship, and so to Naples, where I have hoped to see the nuptial of these our dear beloved solemnized, and thence retire me to my millet, where every third thought shall be my grave. I'll deliver all, and promise you calm seas, auspicious gales, and sail so expeditious that shall catch your royal fleet far off. My Ariel, chickens, that is thy charge. Then to the elements be free. And fare thou well.
Where the beasts of Philippi in a house-lit bed I lie. There I couch when all to cry. On a bat's back do I fly. After summer merrily, after summer merrily, with the peacocks they fly. In a house-lit bed I lie. There I couch when owls do cry. On a back's back do I fly. Merrily, merrily shall I live now, under the blossom which hangs on the bough. Merrily, 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 merrily shall I live now, under the blossom which hangs on the bough. Merrily, 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 merrily shall I live now, under the blossom which hangs on the bough, under the blossom which hangs
his own, which is most famous. Now 'tis true, he must be here, confined by you. Or sent to Naples. Let him not, since he his dukedom's got, and pardoned his offender, dwell in this fair island by your spell, but release him from his bands with the help of your good hands. Gentle breaths of yours must his sands, our sands, fill, or else our project failed, which was to please. Now we want spirits to enforce, art to enchant, and our ending is despair. Unless we be relieved by prayer, which pierces so that it assaults mercy itself and frees all faults. As you from crimes would pardon me, let your indulgence set us free. Was the driving force behind this play. On behalf of the cast, right here, Bill. Behind the screen, behind the stage, made this possible. I want to talk a bit about him. His creativity, his drive, his originality, his standards, his ambition, his enthusiasm,
Drafting all of us.
his confidence in us, his enthusiasm has made this play possible. He started from very humble beginnings, and he has brought us a long way to this production. He spent a great deal of time here, and you can see him many hours if you were here, hanging this beautiful scenery that was made by and sometimes taking it down in record time because it's authority. Or he could be transporting furniture for our set in his little shiny and when that got too small, because he had to transport so much, he used David Singer's
Subaru.
shop for Brenda's material for the costumes and always got a bargain when he did that. But this time I must tell you that most of us haven't been connected with the theater at all, almost all of us, except for our soprano, but she threw herself into this, and it's been an integral part of our play. And of course, Katie Bear got her own loyal subject. And at this time, I do want to thank Leonie and Lydia, who has had confidence in our endeavors to bring Shakespeare to HILI, and thank you for being with us all the way.
Wizard behind the curtain. Who's talking? I don't believe anything this woman says. It's all because of her.
It's true. And I'm going to employ him as long as he's willing and increase his wages every year.
This is for Mrs. Bill, who must have been without you for months. This is to forget whatever memory.
Thank you all.
And this is, one is white and one is red.
Wild Valley.
Yes, it came straight from Cologne. And this is for Francis, who for all that we have done and tried to do, we would not have ever gotten to this point without your.
Reception right after the room is cleared. So why don't you all go out, check the plumbing, come back in about 5 minutes. We'll give you a little water.
The lights!
Well, you know, I haven't been using my computer that much because it hasn't been that easy for me to get at it. But I have checked it yesterday.
Well, I've never had great faith. Anyway, I just heard that.
Oh, thank you.
I was hoping you'd get here today.
I am. Thanks so much. It's good to see you. Yeah. I love that. Did that help? I'm so glad to see you. How did you? You mean? You're not going that way? My daughter. You want to switch places with me? Made me feel very much like that. No, I'm trying to grab my
What's my name? Shake.
Oh,